$1 a month. That's the special offer I have for you through October 9th if you sign up at theathletic.com/thinkingbasketball. They feature huge names like David Aldridge and John Hollinger, and also have great local coverage for every team. You can download the app, customize who you want to follow, and also help support this channel by heading over to theathletic.com/thinkingbasketball for that 6-month dollar special today. Anthony Davis has been a Swiss Army knife in the Lakers' 2020 playoff run, making his usual assortment of fantastic help plays around the paint, but it's his versatility from matchup to matchup that has me wondering if he's a kind of cheat code come playoff time in the modern NBA. Let's recap. In round 1, he was able to come out high and meet Damian Lillard's deadly pull-up three-pointer, then still recover on drives if needed. In round 2, the Lakers went to a trapping scheme against Houston. There's a video on this for Thinking Basketball Patreon subscribers, and AD's rim protection and versatility were key parts of its success. In round 3, he made life more difficult for the red-hot Nuggets, specifically his ability to switch the Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray pick and roll, and in Game 4 of the NBA Finals, Davis busted out a defensive masterpiece. Recall that back in Game 3, Jimmy Butler painted his own Picasso, attacking the other Lakers defenders in isolation, as everyone else was preoccupied with Miami's cutting that we examined last week. Butler was too big and strong for just about anything LA threw at him, including LeBron James. So Coach Frank Vogel had Davis guard Butler, which changed everything in Game 4. The first dynamic this affected was the switching on pick and rolls. Bam Adebayo can bully wing players in these spots, but he struggles against Davis down on the block. Butler realized this, and so he attacked a slower-footed Dwight Howard instead, and that was basically the last we saw of Dwight. Since Jimmy can't attack Davis in isolation, Miami needed to ball screen for him and hope to force a switch. This happened early, and Butler got good looks without Davis all over him. So the Lakers didn't concede that switch as easily, which again just neutered Butler's ability to score for himself or collapse the defense, and in the event of a switch, attacking Davis is just low percentage offense for the Heat, and he draws the charge on Bam. When AD went to the bench to start the second quarter, Bam feasted on the smaller Laker unit. Not only was he facing an undersized Markieff Morris at center, but Davis wasn't there to slide over and bother any of these shots in help. The result was 3 quick scores from Bam and a trip to the line as Miami went on a big offensive push with Davis on the bench. Back in the game, AD is able to help here against any potential lob to Adebayo that Miami really likes to run late in the clock, and on a potential drive like this, he's lurking in the lane even if Bam turns the corner cleanly. At times, the Heat were just reluctant to attack in the paint with Davis roaming in there, where he can help on the first action and then instantly recover to thwart the second. This one was called a foul, but it isn't, and this ability to contest, turn around, and contest again is a hallmark of S-class rim protectors. Davis's length and intimidation took its toll. He hustles back here and psychs Tyler Hero right out of his sunglasses. And in another transition situation, Davis jumps a pass and deflects it out of bounds to prevent a runout. He's able to use that length to create a cushion against ball handlers, but then still encroach on their release when they rise up to shoot. And he'll just make incredible saves that Stretch Armstrong would be proud of. That block is basically impossible. Attempting to shoot over Davis when he's crowding you is a bad idea in general, and these plays take their toll. Neither Butler nor Iguodala were interested in shooting, with the Brown nearby. In the second half, Miami tried new ways to solve the AD riddle. Since Davis was sagging so far off Butler on these screens, they changed the screen angle a bit, but he recovers and just inhales Jimmy, and LA doesn't even really need to send help. When Davis helps, Butler wisely cuts to the rim, and that might have been the most successful play he had all night against Davis, drawing free throws. A minute later, Bam suffered from delusions of grandeur, and after traveling can barely even get a shot off. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what defensive dominance looks like. Butler tried a 3 against Davis at one point, but that wasn't too comfortable and came up short. Finally, Jimmy just tries his luck, and he feels Davis leaning right, so he drives hard in the other direction, but AD's recovery is instantaneous, and it's nearly another block at the rim. A key to Davis's success was playing so far off when Miami screened, and the Heat tried to counter this with a handoff, taking advantage of this space as they did in the first half against Morris. But Davis is a different animal, and his length and court coverage shut off the three-pointer. Then he somehow recovers to bother Butler as he lands, and Miami does well to get a good look here. Next time down, it's another pick and roll with AD going way under. They wait as long as possible to switch it, and Davis's length in the passing lane causes Butler to throw it away. Like in the first half, when AD sat to start the fourth, Butler went right at Markieff Morris, overpowering him and scoring deep in the paint. With Davis back on the floor, Butler of course did not dare attack him. AD jumped out on that same handoff action for Kendrick Nunn, and running out of clock, Nunn tries to throw up something against Davis, but no soup for you. This flexibility to cover the perimeter or the paint, and to never be vulnerable to a switch, might supercharge Davis's playoff value in the smaller, spaced-out NBA. Miami's shot quality with him on the court was subpar all night. There was an effective backscreen midway through the fourth to tie the game, but otherwise it was tough sledding for the Heat. AD finished with 4 blocked shots, but it was all the shots Miami didn't even try that added up. He stepped out on threes at key moments. And with Davis in the game, the Heat were just 8 of 27 from downtown because of this. More importantly, they were only 13 of 26 from inside 10 feet, easily their fewest number of makes from in close during their playoff run. But nothing captures Davis's ability to change a game more than the Lakers' overall defensive efficiency. The Heat had topped the 115 offensive rating mark 11 times in their previous 18 games. And with AD on the bench in Game 4, they scored 22 points in 6 minutes. If you're keeping score, that's a 183 defensive rating for the Lakers. But the Heat managed just 74 points the rest of the game, giving LA a stunning 92.5 defensive efficiency with Davis in the game. I don't know just how valuable this incredible versatility is yet, but Anthony Davis dominated Game 4 of the 2020 NBA Finals with a tour de force on defense. Remember to check out that limited time offer at theathletic.com/thinkingbasketball. You can also find that Lakers Rockets video at patreon.com/thinkingbasketball. That's the best way to directly support this channel. There's a database of proprietary stats, Patreon only content, and more. Next up, it's the top 10 players in the NBA. Hope you enjoyed this one, and of course, that you are having a great day.